Now everybody's talking about this special that she had.
With the diet.
Yeah, I didn't see it. So I'm going to just go by
from it.
Oprah Winfrey weight loss special review. Ozempic users speak out. I'm just going by what people are saying about it. In the comments.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
We all know that Oprah Winfrey exercises and diets. But apparently, like she said, sometimes you need some help.
She said she spoke a lot about this on Jimmy Kimmel with the upcoming interview about some people may have the fat gene. And just because you eat a lot does not mean you have the fat gene as well. Some people struggle with it because there's a fat gene and they're dealing with it physical, you know, as far as heredity is concerned.
So they start taking these medicines
to help,
like Ozempic and things like that. Emerald says the mass majority of movies that have been released have been and see it at home. Yeah, you can see it at home. But the Oprah Winfrey thing, I have mixed feelings about it.
And you can chime in too, Emerald, because I know you work in
definitely
medicines and stuff.
Not because I think I have mixed feelings about it because I am heavy. And because I do take, I am,
you are
diabetic too. I take that insulin thing. And they wanted to give me that Ozempic stuff
that people are taking for,
but you can't get it because everybody's taking it. So people who are actually diabetic, they can't even take it because they can't hardly find it.
And I have feelings about that too, because there's got to be some other drug that is not used for someone who is diagnosed with something to take for diet purposes.
Now, what did people do before they had this?
Thank you.
And they exercised and they ate right and they couldn't lose weight.
We would watch those specials with 600-pound people, over a ton. And we would follow them camera wise, and their weight would come off slowly. Some of them, they made it to whatever goal they were. They didn't have that medicine.
Yeah.
How did they lose all that weight?
So, and then Oprah, I think they said she talked about there's a stigma to it. Whenever you take a medicine or get a operation, people look down on you because they say you didn't lose weight the right way.
The natural way.
Now, here's the thing that I feel about that. Like I told you, I have mixed feelings about that.
Well, I don't have mixed feelings about that.
When you have an operation and when you take the medicine and stuff, what happens when you're not taking it?
When you're not taking the medicine?
I feel like...
the side effects or something?
Yeah, I always feel like it should be you. Like a lifestyle.
Yeah, where it's natural.
Because a lot of people have those, they take the operation and they gain the weight right back because you never learn
to eat right.
And if you have a DNA disposition, then there's certain things you're just not going to be able to eat.
Yeah. And you got to really, really know your body, know the diet.
But then there's another part of me that feels like, if you are exercising and eating, what's wrong with getting a little help if you are obese? Like my size, because I'm at the point to where it's a lot of strain on my heart. So I may not have 3 or 4 years to try to work it off slowly. I might need some help, even though I might be exercising and stuff.
For health reasons. I know on The View, they talked about that today. Whoopi talked about her gaining up to almost 300 for that role as Emmett Till's mom or grandmother.
Emmett Till.
And Sunny, Joy looked at her like she was stupid. She had gained 40 pounds.
When?
40 pounds. But that bothered her because her cholesterol levels went up.
Yeah,
you do gain when you gain weight. Those levels, your
I
blood
used to
pressure,
I used to make fun of skinny people, but now they're so used to being skinny that if they gain anything, that just throws them all the way off.
But to your point, as you get heavier weight, because I'm even dealing with that. Because when I had the cancer, I was losing so much.
Yeah.
That's not a good way to lose because you're sick.
That's what I'm
saying. You got a cancer. Who wants the big C to lose weight? Yeah, I look good now.
Right.
But Whoopi, she was gaining weight where it was causing health issues. My concern with that, though, when you're taking the medicines that a diabetic person will have to take, is there anything else on the market that is similar to help you, Whoopi, lose your 300 pounds, but yet somebody who is has diabetes,
they were saying,
can just still take it.
They were saying that we don't know the repercussions of these because it's so soon. Mm-hmm. But some doctors were saying that if you wasn't prone to diabetes, you'll get it now because you've been taking that medicine that's manipulating what's going on in your body. So I don't know. For me, my thing against it is, number one, I can't get it because everybody who is not diabetic is getting it.
Exactly.
You taking it away from the people who need it. Mm-hmm. And number two, you're taking something that you don't even know that's going to mess you up in the future. Right. Whereas for me, I'm already diabetic, so I can't get diabetes from it. Mm-hmm. You can possibly.
Yeah.
So it might be more people in the future on insulin.
I always think about medicines in general as side effects to a medicine.
You don't want to take a medicine if you don't have to.
Any medicines, if you can get off of it. I think my doctor, she don't like meds.
If you don't want to have an operation, and if you don't want to have to take medicine in your life, if you can get through your life without doing two things, medicine and operations, I think it's great.
That's good. You're doing well.
This is what some people said. This was one of the most blatant infomercials disguised as an industry discourse that I have ever seen. So maybe they feel like she's pushing Ozempic or something.
See, I don't like that.
Somebody says there was a 2020 special report on Hulu that was the same way. It was really upsetting to watch. And the thesis was essentially you should take Ozempic because you want to, not because society wants you to. But society really wants you to. I agree with that.
Yeah, pressure from society. They've been
Oprah was fine before this side.
She showed the remember when she pulled out that wagon and she was carrying the fat?
Oh, that's when she was really, really skinny.
And her head looked big.
Yeah, she was
her
really,
body
really
didn't match.
Yeah. She was really, really skinny then.
Yeah, she was.
But the Oprah before this Oprah was fine. The one that was exercising.
I don't know why she feels that gold is needed or necessary
to get smaller.
To go smaller.
Somebody said it's a diabetes medicine used to treat fat people. Somebody says, I'm definitely finding this drug today. They want it. See? Somebody says there won't be a generic version of Ozempic in 2031, and that's too bad. Whenever the side effects are, they've got to be worth it for obese people to slim down, unless it's limb loss or something. That's what I'm talking about. The side effects.
What are the side effects for that in the long run? Like, how long do you take that until you lose that weight and then you're done?
I don't think they know.
And then once you stop taking that medicine, does the body go, ooh?
But there's skinny people taking it. There's people that we look at and go,
Sonny took it.
Yeah, there's
she
people.
Was only 40 pounds overweight.
That's
she
what
was
I'm
not
saying.
Even obese.
Sonny could have worked that off.
That's what Joy kind of looked at her side eye. She side eyed her, y'all. I noticed that on the
That's
video.
what I'm talking about.
And Sonny right now to this day, it was all vain. You got to be careful, news people and people on TV and actors.
Is she still taking it?
I don't think so, because she's got to her weight now. Okay. I don't know. That's a good question. Sonny, are you still taking it? If you're not, have you been feeling any kind of way?
Claudia Jordan said she took it. Another person that's skinny.
Yeah.
Just so she can get down. And she said that she don't take it no more. So I don't know.
It's usually sometime for vain and what society has put pressure on you. Like Lizzo was feeling. They was making fun of her and her size and her dancers and you heavy. And then people would say, no, you still need to be
but Lizzo is different.
Eat healthy.
That's why I told you I'm torn between it. Lizzo is fat.
Right.
I can see somebody fat taking it. Because the alternative.
No, but I was talking about the pressures.
Oh, yeah.
Of being skinny.
But the alternative of a lot of weight on her heart and stuff. I can okay, well, this is what I can get from taking Ozempic versus me staying, this weight for the next year. Maybe I look at it and I go, okay, I weigh the side effects. It's worth it. because I don't take my heart a whole another year.
And I don't have high blood pressure.
Yeah, exactly. But if you're not obese, why are you taking this drug?
And the problem is some people feel they're obese. They could be 40.
No, there's a medical term, obese.
Well, you would hope that they understand that.
Yeah.
But if somebody like Sonny, who is very skinny
who was
now,
never obese,
who felt 40 pounds overweight, that she just felt that was too, and then but she said her cholesterol went up.
So what? She can exercise and get that off.
And eat certain foods.
Yeah.
So
Sonny could have got down on her own.
Whoopi said that was the largest she's got, was close to 300. So she said she took that to lose.
Let's see what everybody's saying. Christopher says, hello, greetings and salutations. Salutations to you.
Greetings and salutations.
Wendy says, hey, family. Hey, Wendy.
Hey, Wendy.
Emerald says, this is an extremely expensive medication and has to be approved by your insurance. Yeah, my insurance told me no because everybody's taking it.
Is that why they said no?
It's too expensive. It's expensive, and everybody.
But then you find they said
they've already probably cleared it for a million other people.
Didn't
so
they
it's
find
like
another one
They
similar?
found another. What do you think about that, Wendy? Those I mean not Wendy. Emerald. Those other versions of it that's generic.
Generic versions
of Ozempic.
Yeah.
Christopher says my cousin who is diabetic was on Ozempic before the celebs started using it. Mm-hmm. If you need to get something. Mm-hmm. And was on Ozempic before the celebs started using it, and now they can't find it. It had to be switched to another diabetic med. That's what we were talking about, yes, Christopher.
Yes.
When you came in, it's like we can't even find it now.
Yes.
And I should be able to take it, but I can't.
Thank you. You're taking it for diabetes. And remember, they had a special on one of our local news. One of the nurses was talking to patients. There were patients that he was very, very overweight. I mean, he had a lot of weight. He had to take that before he can have his surgery. He had a hard time finding the medicine. Yeah. And he needed surgery because he was at a medical problem that was going on.
So my issue that I have with Oprah Winfrey, mm-hmm. and I will say this, the Oprah before the Oprah in this purple dress was not obese. And I do not feel like she had to take Ozempic. That's my personal opinion. Mm-hmm. The old Oprah, back in the day, mm-hmm. that was fat.
Right.
I felt she probably should have taken it back then.
And then Oprah's in her 70s, right? Near 70. She's 60.
So I feel like now, this Oprah, she don't need to take Ozempic. And that's just my opinion. She's not obese. I don't feel like anybody that is not, if you are morbid obese, you should not be taking Ozempic. Yeah. That's my opinion.
If you're not over, and then it varies for everybody, size-wise, height-wise. If you're not over 100 pounds overweight,
you don't need to be taking Ozempic.
Leave it alone.
You can exercise and get that off. If you can't get to wherever you can and stay there. You're not medically obese.
Thank you.
So it's not like you're going to die from being overweight.
So they felt like the people are saying that they felt like she was promoting this
medicine. She was promoting Ozempic. So that's just my opinion.
Okay.
And now the people, those of us who want to get it, can't get it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Mary Trump's dire warning after